Hello, this is James. If you are still wondering how to build your Silent Swordsman deck, fear not. It is very easy. Now, the first thing you need to know about the Silent Swordsman deck is, if you want to play this in any real way, you have to pay money. You have to get multiple copies of the Silent Swordsman. You don't want it to be just running one of him and then one of the level 7, because then you have a brick as often as you have the card that is the point of the deck. So you got to shell out the $6. You got to get the 2 extra copies. But he's fun, and I do feel like he trumps the Silent Waifu. So if you're thinking Silent Waifu, Silent Swordsman, the Silent Swordsman, his existence completely nullifies the Silent Waifu's entire spellbook deck. So Silent Swordsman, the superior structure deck card, even though I feel like he was hit harder on the ban list to come with Silent Sword Slash than spellbooks were hit with Fate. So you have your 3 Silent Swordsmen, you have your 1 Silent Swordsman level 7. You could go 2 if you really wanted to, but that's like 5 potential bricks, so I like to do 1. And then just use your most useful warrior type monsters. If you have a bunch of DD Assailants, those are great. You can replace DD Assailants with DD Warrior. You can get 1 for free from the structure deck, and then you pay another couple bucks for more DD Warriors. Anyway, it's just like, if you have Silent Swordsman and the Warrior, you got it for Silent Swordsman. If you don't have them, you still have a useful Warrior type monster that can do other things for you. Our free-to-play Warriors, we have Absolute Crusader. This is a level up reward from Tristan. Level 5 or higher monster special summon. Everybody thinks Anki, but Silent Swordsman negates Anki just by negating the mass change spell. Absolute Crusader can be used for Anki. Absolute Crusader can be used for really any synchro monster. And also Vampire Grace special summon from the graveyard with Vampire Takeovers, because that is a level 5 or higher monster special summoned. And then Shield Warrior. So Shield Warrior is a great cheap card combo with the Silent Swordsman. You play your Shield Warrior, and then your Silent Swordsman has protection against enemy Canadias. Even if they flip him face down, you can't destroy them with Shield Warrior. And even if they flip your Silent Swordsman level 7 face down, because he is still vulnerable to traps, protection with the Shield Warrior. Justice Bringer, just a good card. Once per turn, when a special summon monster your opponent controls activates its effect, you can negate the activation. It's like Absolute Crusader. Just really, really fitting into a good niche. Right now, we're doing this post-ban list. So we have 2 Silent Sword Slash. I wish we had more. This is like a get-out-of-jail-free card for the Silent Swordsman. And then we're going to have just your strongest protection. Just your strongest protection if you have 3 Canadias. Go ahead and do that. And then, since our Silent Swordsman level 7, like, this is the end point of the deck, is to get a Silent Swordsman level 7, powered up with Silent Sword Slash, with a Shield Warrior in the graveyard. And then, so that with Silent Swordsman level 7, we can't use any Cyclones whatsoever, and we're going to use our removal in the form of a Zing Zenhu, also because nobody ever expects Zing Zenhu. Let us enjoy these replays together. Here we go, second against Akiza Zinski. Now, we're running this with Ishizu because we want to play with Ishizu Seal Tombs, because we want to play around vampires, and we want to play around this jazz with this Dark Verger nonsense. If we know that the opponent's going to go for an Armades, we can prevent that with the Seal Tombs like we do right here. If they have the Junk Warrior can't get the Dark Verger out of the graveyard via its effect. Alright, so it destroys our Justice Bringer. That's alright. We have Justice Bringer Bro coming back. And now Seal Tombs no longer in effect. Junk Synchron can go for the 2-3 Armades, but we've bought ourselves time. We bought ourselves a Floodgate. We have a Zing waiting for the... You know what would also be good in this deck? Vision Hero Witch Raider. But it's another brick is the issue. It's another card that needs other stuff to summon, and we already have the level 7 and the 3 unleveled Silent Swordsman. Okay, so there's the Raz going for the enemy Silent Swords. Oh man, and we do that classic Zing Zenhu trapping our own card, but powering up our monster. I feel like Akiza has just about had it, and then you know there's that nice thing. We can search another Silent Swordsman. You know what? I keep trying to do this. It never works. I try to set the Silent Sword Slash, and then they destroy it, and then you can and the double zing lockdown. Anyway, they destroy the Silent Sword Slash, but they never fall for that. Here we go first against Yami Yugi. And we have DD Warrior, Shield Warrior, and the Paleozoic Canadian. Now you want to be careful. You want to be careful with your Shield Warrior, because if you do Sealed Tombs, so like right there, the Silent Swordsman is safe. Right, we could have gone Sealed Tombs there. I want to save it though, until I know what the opponent is playing. But if you're thinking that you have to think ahead. If you're thinking that your Silent Swordsman is going to need protection, you can't go Sealed Tombs. This is Destruction Swordsman Fusion is negated by the Silent Swords. Oh man, that's maybe why you haven't been seeing that deck so much. Silent Sword, Destruction Sword card, banishing my cards, and then recovering the Buster Fusion. And then, is that only like once per duel, once per turn? Yeah, only use each effect of Destruction Swords and Fusion once per turn. Give the opponent the Destiny draw. But now we have 2 negates. So we're going to let that one happen. That's fine. That's okay. But then if we see even a whiff of any kind of polymerization, we have the double negate, and Yami Yugi just cannot stand against our magic prevention. Here we go first against another Yami Yugi. And we have Silent Swordsman, we have DD Warrior, and the Absolute Crusader. Now, DD Warrior is kind of like a Man-Eater Bug in this deck. Like, you set him face down, and ooh, this is the Kawaki Merus, the dreaded. We protect our Silent Swordsman with the Shield or Warrior, and then we're going to go Sealed Tombs in case that, because we have to wait now. Okay, we have to wait. And we want to, this Sealed Tombs buys us a turn of no Kawaki Meru Diamond Core. No Kawaki Meru Diamond Core because they can't banish it. Or you know what? Yami's just like not drawing it. So this guy's drawing all of his Urnites today. Still thinking I should use that Super Rare Dream Ticket either for an Urnite or a Trunade, just because like the Kawaki Meru deck is so dominant even with only three Diamond Core and 2 Urnite. But obviously 3 Urnite makes it perfect. But I also want the Trunade, and I don't want to dig for it, but Trunade's in a mini box. It's a high level problem. Alright, so destroys my Silent Swordsman, protected with another Shield Warrior, Kawaki Meru Maximus Silent Swordsman. And there we have our free removal with our DD, a Warrior, and we attack for lethal damage. No back row acquired. Here we go first against Astro Phoenix. Astro Phoenix can always be suspected of bringing the masked heroes. And we have, pretty brick hand. Yeah, so we have DD Warrior. We have Shield Warrior and 2 Silent Sword Slashes. And the opponent brings Destiny or Drill Dark and a Celestial piercing battle damage. DD Warrior, that Drill Dart, because that's in the damage step, he can't mass change, save the Drill Dart, but it looks like he doesn't have the mass change. And Shield Warrior is perfect. 1600 defense, holding off those 1600 attack point monsters. And then we're going to chain the Silent Sword Slash from her hand to bait out the Paleozoic Canadia. But I don't know why he asked. Now, see, that was a misplay. Activating the Canadia because he knew that I had the Slash, because otherwise, why would I attack the weaker monster? Alright, so here's Anki. Anki is going to get off of the Silent Swordsman, his effect. But now, Big Bro, Aniki, is on the field, and now no more Masco changes. We're gonna thin out with the banishing, and there's our Justice. Oh, another thing, yeah, if you want to. Oh, and then yeah, the Slash is clutch. The Slash, even though the Slash makes the deck very reliant on the Silent Swordsman, it makes him immune to this Drowning Mirror Force and can attack without fear. And that's going to help, you can't use Canadia. Trunade. And I would like to close this video by apologizing to you, my people. I have been absent for much of January. I had to take some other projects, but that is all concluded now. We will resume daily and perhaps multi-daily content going forward. Thank you for watching.